Hello guys, welcome back. It's TNA Wrestling Tuesdays. As you can see, nice picture of AJ Styles. I will quickly zoom out of this and then not be able to reposition it. I thought this was a very interesting picture, but I'm gonna... So you'll see this slowly move around to different bits of the picture. So you'll see Shark Boy one time, you might see AJ with Abyss. But we've got a huge announcement. Last week, looking at the rating Raw, Explosion Run, which means Explosion this week will be on Monday Night Raw, but it's no longer going to be Explosion. I've got some big things planned for the company going forward, and I'm going to be revealing them on the show. So there will be no pre-show tonight because we'll still be going to Britain, but Explosion's going to become a totally different brand under the TNA name. But you'll see what that is very shortly. But yeah, I'm really confused with World Wrestling Entertainment in this save and in my New Japan save, and not in my Fallen Star save, but WWE seem to be very, very quick to release popular wrestlers. And I don't know why. Is it because, as soon as they drop down to the size, they released a lot of people who signed with us because we were cult size. Or we outbidded them for big name wrestlers. You see, this is their main event scene. How is that any useful? New Japan Pro Wrestling are just blowing everybody out of the water. But I wanted to have a look at some little companies. One of the companies is the World Association of Wrestling. No one's the British Heavyweight Champion and hasn't been since August, and we're now in November. Drew McDonald is the Heavyweight Champion. Paul Terrell and Jimmy Ocean are Tag Team Champions, which makes no sense because Jimmy Ocean normally tags with Ricky Knight as the... And then Tiger Steel is the other World Heavyweight, so you got the British Heavyweight and the World Heavyweight, two main event bouts in the company. See, Anarchy Rules, yeah, it's normally Superflies. But if you look at... can you look at their relationships? So they're hostile to Canadian Wrestling Federation, the Combat Zone Wrestling hostile, East Coast Wrestling Association hostile. They're at war with us, and they're also hostile with us. But we're at war. But they're not in debt yet. They're not, in debt. They are getting that way. But yeah, guys, so I've just forgot to mention this at the start of last episode. I thought it might be better if I do a big hello, woo, bit here than before. You'll see what's going on the show next week. It does mean the end of a division, but it doesn't mean the end of the storyline. Baby, we were born this way. It is going to get 10 times more exciting on Explosion. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We'll see you on Explosion. Be ready, because the news is going to break this game forever. Thank you for watching, guys. Hello, guys. Welcome back. So tonight, be aware this is not going to be a long-term thing. This is going to be... I don't know how long I'm going to... It's probably going to last a week, if that. I don't know if I'm ending it. I don't know if I'm going to keep it going until December with some steady way of doing so. But this is a way of advancing BJ James' storyline with Jeff Jarrett and also advancing a few of the other storylines within this company. But mainly the BJ James storyline, and I'm getting Steve Austin and Jeff Jarrett storyline set up for after December. But this is ECW Hardcore TV, being held by TNA Unknown's direction in front of 3,000 people. You'll find out why, and this is going to get more in depth as we go through the show. This is a whole night thing, it's going to be fun. Just get ready for it. You see this? Change the name, change the brand. This is no longer Explosion, this is ECW. Now don't panic, nothing's changed. This is changing. This is Explosion, this is still TNA, but it's now ECW brand. The show will be the same, but the hardcore division is no more. How, I hear you cry. Because Vince never bought the rights to ECW. He only bought 25% of it, and I had the rest, so I sold it off to Jeff Jarrett and TNA. This was the plan all along. This is more of that control, more of that controlling shit. Controlling I want your money shit. The Jeff Jarrett is made of. Paul, you're blind. This won't be ECW. I've seen the contract. You're only allowed to do 2 hardcore matches a show unless it's a title match. And that is only as long as the champion is fine that it is a hardcore match. This ain't ECW, this is just a way of getting more money from these stupid fans, and you need to realise this. I know, and hey, I'm on side with it. I'm getting 50% of what ECW merchandise and tickets make. I'm a broken man now. By the way, your match is moved, it is now. And BJ goes, I'm going to make this TNA Explosion again. You watch this space. Supporting debuts fan favourite gimmicks got a showing of average, announced quality in the colour conjugate and match and boost. ECW great storyline fan segment. You'll see why he's a fan favourite later on in the evening, but he's acting here on screen. It is all a part of the storyline. Don't panic. And believe me, this ain't going to be lasting long, I tell you that. Because I've never really... I like CZW, but I've never really got into ECW, and I'm watching Shikara at the moment when they're having an hour-long match. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the one where they have 2 teams of 8, and then everyone has to be eliminated in that match for it to be won. In above, had fantastic heat and great wrestling. Raven, a former ECW original, defeats BJ James in 7:36 by pinfall the pile driver, 64C. Raven 85, 63 for BJ, no work improvements. Because there's a pay-per-view this Sunday night, everybody who works for Explosion, or ECW as it's known at the moment, will not be wrestling. It will only be the people who I've booked on the card. In a table match, Abyss defeated Too Tough Tony in 7:41 by pinfall. Abyss makes defense number 9 of his ECW World Television title. Too Tough Tony 22, Abyss 47, no work improvements, but it's literally good, so good work at ringside of 40D minus. And someone comes out and goes, I don't know why BJ James is on camera. Because that was not meant to be BJ James, that was meant to be James Mitchell. Okay, ignore that BJ James is on camera again. You see this? This is good fun for one night, but every weekend on pay-per-view 2, it is not. You see, ECW is fun, but it should have gone buried because of this. We just want something what was fun, and kept the ECW name alive. The TNA Hardcore Championship. You see, this coming Sunday night live from the UK. I'm going to take that stupid, ugly ass ECW Championship belt and bring back the TNA Hardcore Championship belt, and I'm going to bring back a division. What these fans wanted. They don't want ECW for money reasons. They want it for love and passion. This is not love or passion. So this is going to be an ongoing trope tonight. You'll realise that people will be discussing this. In above that, decent match with how much heat. AJ Styles defeated Devon Storm in 8:14 by pinfall the Stars Clash. Devon Storm 57, AJ Styles 62. Devon Storm improving performance. There will be the hardcore division is going to be coming back, and it's going to this will become Explosion again. I don't know when. It will either be December or on Thingy. I didn't enjoy doing this, but I thought it'd be good for the storylines, and especially the Jeff Jarrett BJ storylines. But when I bring back the hardcore title, I'm not going to have it as a division. Anybody can go for it. It will be, So we get a 79B for this one, and Steve goes, no way in hell am I an ECW champion. I'm the TNA World Champion. You see, all this is about money, and this is now just a stupid prop for money. ECW, hey Paul. ECW, Paul, was about love and passion for hardcore and wrestling. Now you're doing it for money. So Paul, so I don't get you fired from this little pet project of yours with stuff I know about you. Let's call a deal. In December, I'm going to be defending the stupid ECW championship. Now, if I lose ECW stays, that's fine. I'll be happy. I'll be a happy ECW champion. If I win, this becomes Explosion again and becomes what the fans love. I'll let you keep ECW's pay-per-view names in there and Explosions in there as Explosion ECW pay-per-views. And Paul just looks at Steve when he's started crying, and he goes, Steve, I'm not doing this because I want to. I wanted to come here and run Explosion. So you're on. I'm going to help you. I didn't want this to be ECW. The deal was 2 ECW pay-per-views a year, not a whole show. It's fine. I know now. We've got loads of weeks, but we'll find a way. So Steve's like, it's fine. And Steve knows Paul. He's worked with Paul when he was Paulie Dangerously in WCW. So he knows that he's being sincere here. He's been conned. Jeff Jarrett's turned into this massive con man, tricking Paul Heyman. The plot pickings. Then they're here with commotion outside, and it's the UK Pootballs and Jado massive brawl. Blah de blah de blah. In above, had Super Wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. Beth Phoenix defeated Toyota in 7:48 by pinfall. Beth Phoenix 28, Toyota 58. No work improvements for 48D plus. Good little match there. I'm quite enjoying doing this show. This show's been fun. In above, had decent wrestling but don't much heat. The APA defeated Gado and Jado, and John Bradshaw Layfield defeated Gado by pinfall. They aided Bomb. Jado 46, Gado 48. Ron Suman 62, John Bradshaw Layfield 69. Layfield improving performance of 57C minus. Nice. Then we see Cage, and he's in the back, and he's just standing there, and he goes, I'm looking forward to Global Impact. It's going to be a night where I kill my best friend in the UK. You see, this place is now being used for money by Jeff, but my friend used me for years. The only reason Edge kept me on board was so he could get gold. Now I'm fighting for respect of these fans and the love of the people who come out every night. A 67C plus from Cage. So yeah, he's like, I'm fighting for the respect. And above, had great wrestling and good heat. Christian Cage defeated Eddie Guerrero in 8:16 by pinfall. The match deserved better announcing. Eddie Guerrero 83, Christian Cage 70. Eddie Guerrero improving in performance, a 65C. And he's off the drugs. Which is great. He will die in a poor match. Lita, Mickey James, and ODB defeated Tori Wilson, Gail Kim, and Trish Stratus in 6:57 when Lita defeated Gail Kim by pinfall. Trish Stratus 50, Gail Kim 32, Wilson 32, ODB 39, Mickey James 35, Lita 66. No working with a 50D plus for you there. And then we get Marvin Arrow and James Mitchell, Bulk and Big Dave in the back, and he goes, "Listen up, people. This could be Explosion or ECW. I don't care. You see, because no matter what these are, these are the tag team champions. And this coming Sunday, live in their home country, they'll beat Jado and Gator in a beautiful match. 50D plus, not bad, James Mitchell, actually. Pretty good promo from you. Well done, sir." I just love that face. I love that face. Are we moving on? Yes, we are. Thank you. So we see Jeff and he goes, "Oh, yes, I lied. To pull this is a great way of making money of this stupid little company nobody liked. This is awesome and the best. You know, so Jeff, you can't hide." He just walks in through the door. "This little project ends Sunday night because we moved my little bet to this Sunday. And I'm going to beat William Regal in the middle of that ring. QSCW, bring back Explosion. I don't care. I've got all the money and now I can fire Paul." Steve just stuns Jeff and then leaves the room. The ECW storyline advanced the segment, and so does the ECW Regret storyline has advanced the segment and gained heat. So the little bet they had is going to be this. Oh, wrong button. So, Triple H is kidnapped. Is he? Still? I thought he got out of that. I don't know. I'll check that back, I think. But yeah, so Steve wins, goes. I will be able to know if he's a kidnapped or not because I give the angles very interesting names. So yeah, if he wins this coming Sunday night, it all goes back to Explosion. The TNA titles go back to normal instead of having these facade of ECW. In an exceptional match, Kurt Angle defeated Booker T in 750 by pinfall the Angle Slam. Kurt Angle 99, Booker T 76. Kurt Angle and Booker T have good chemistry and lifted the match. No working frames. What match have these two got? This at Worldwide. BG Jones, Booker T versus Eddie. Angle versus... Okay. Ooh, boop and burp and burp. We're going to swap them around quickly, if that's alright, guys. If you don't mind me quickly swapping those two matches. So, at TNA Worldwide, this coming Sunday night, expect to see Scott Hall in action against Eddie Guerrero, who has took one of the heels on from the Monster. I think Dan Maff is under the ring now on tutelage of Scott Hall. And then of course what we've just saw there is Booker T and Kurt Angle will be having a match because they've got good chemistry, and I think that will make it a bit easier because in Britain some of these guys ain't got very good popularity, so that might help. 65C, not bad at all. I'm not quite happy with that, and it wouldn't get any higher anyway. In a superb match, Edge defeated Kurt Hennig in 808 by pinfall the leaping DDT. Edge 76, Kurt Hennig 74. Kurt Hennig in performance. Why is the dirt sheets up again? A video plays hyping up the UK Pitbulls versus Gator and Jado this Sunday night. Then also hyping up the fact William Regal versus Steve Austin for the rights. If this stays as ECW or goes back to the Explosion name. I ain't decided yet myself. In a decent match, the Hardy Boys defeated the UK Pitbulls in 817 and Jeff Hardy defeated Bulk by pinfall the Omega Effect. That should have been after Jado and Gator got involved. Jeff Hardy shone in this match. Matt Hardy 68, Jeff Hardy 88, Big Dave 43, Bulk 38. No work improvements of 65C. Boom. In an exceptional match, William Regal defeated Scott Hall in 818 by pinfall. Kevin Kelly and Don West have pretty good chemistry. Scott Hall 78, William Regal 88. No work improvements. We are going to have to work on Kevin Kelly's announcing, but he'll get better as time goes on. 74B minus. 69C plus. Oof. In an exceptional match, Steve Austin defeated Jeff Jarrett in 25-9. Steve Austin makes the defense number one of his ECW World title. Jeff Jarrett 77, Steve Austin 96. No work improvements. Why did it only get a 69C plus? We'll have a look. Jeff Jarrett got a bonus for star quality, got a bonus for chemistry, brackets motivation. Steve Austin for charisma. Star quality, got a bonus for announcer chemistry. 7 got a bonus for refereeing of Roger Charles. Got a bonus for road work from Fingamy. Jeff Jarrett was penalised for inconsistency. So was Steve Austin. Announcing work of Kevin Kelly, very low experience. Poor announcing. due to lack of associated high storylines and segments penalised for content risk being low. Steve Austin celebrating when William Regal beats him down to the mat. So this week, I think Explosion might lose unless they can do a good show in Britain, because I don't think that's going to be a good rating. The 68C increased their popularity in 45 regions. So I'm going to put it down as Explosion just because everyone else's eyes on that roster, it still is Explosion. It's just been facaded for money reasons by Jeff. So they've got a 68C+. Now, for them to win, in my eyes at the moment, they're going to have to pull out all the stocks when they go to the UK on Sunday night, which will be the second part of this episode. 68C+. There we go. So they're going to have to pull out all the stocks when they go to England. Otherwise, Impact might get back on Monday nights. But I am going to have a look into what's going on with that so that we don't have this problem again. But thank you for watching, guys. We'll see you again live this coming tomorrow night with Impact. Hopefully we won't have all this maniac bonkersness on Impact. But thank you guys for watching. Hello and welcome back to TNA Impact. Hopefully we'll get the ECW situation sorted out this coming Sunday night, or will we? I don't know. I still haven't decided yet if I want to keep it going for a bit longer or just get rid of it quite quickly, because I didn't enjoy it. I did feel a bit stupid for doing it to start off with, so it might just vanish. And appreciate I've had decent wrestling with a non-existent crowd heat. Sanjay Dutt, Fergal Vet and Excalibur defeated PJ Black, Matt Sydal and Amazing Red in 11:34 when Excalibur defeated Amazing Red by pinfall the Tiger Driver 98, 53C. Red 50, Sydal 60, PJ Black 39, Excalibur 39, Fergal Vet 52, Sanjay Dutt 44. Black improving in Techno. This is the second series he appears in, because he also appears in Fallen Star. In a pre-show above, had terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. Carl Karma Sans Sonny Siaki defeated Adam Winslow and Doug Williams in 11:50 when Carl Karma defeated Doug Williams by pinfall the top rope splash. Sonny Siaki seen off his game, announced quality in the colour commentary match of boost. Doug Williams 34, Adam Windsor 30, Sonny Siaki 41, Carl Karma 25. No working for us a 37D-. Hopefully we'll have a better Carl Karma in the AAW series, because we've got him as a rookie. So we might be able to train him a bit better. In the pre-show above, had decent wrestling with a little heat. Brian Kendrick and Austin Aries defeated Brian Danielson and Sharpboy in 12:30 when Austin Aries defeated Sharpboy by pinfall of 450 splash. Austin Aries 45, Brian Kendrick 52, Sharpboy 48, Brian Danielson 61. No work improvements. I keep forgetting he's got his mouth open. Alan Neal. That breaks kayfabe. In a terrible pre-show match, Zebra Kid and Sterling James Keenan defeated Brock Lesnar and Travis Tom Tumonka in 14:47 when Zebra Kid defeated Charles Tumonka by pinfall. Sterling James Keenan 34, Zebra Kid 33, Tomka 22, Lesnar 53. No work improvements. 43D. We open up with a 90A. The main event ain't going to be that. The Rock. Welcome. We lost the ratings war last week. This week, we'll get Monday Night Raw's Monday Night spot back to us. You see, this here is my TNA Championship, and in 2 weeks, I got to defend this championship. This guy should not be getting another shot at my championship. Look at him. He's small and tiny. He should be joining the X Division. That's where he belongs. So once again, you come out here and send the fans to sleep with your boring rants about my size and not deserving a shot at you. You see, last time we met, I nearly got you pinned. You only just kicked out. You see, this time in 3 weeks, I'm going to win. I'm going to be walking out with that TNA Championship. What did you say? It doesn't matter what you said. You see, I'm the great one, the people's asshole. You'll never get the championship off me if you smell what the Rock is cooking. And Chris grabs the Rock and locks in a submission. Chris grabs the Rock and locks in a submission. The Rock taps out and security run and split the two up. Chris Benoit was improving at acting. The TNA Championship storyline has advanced to the segment and gained heat. Have we set this in stone yet? Yeah, we have. Awesome. Also, we've set quite a few matches up, so I am going to keep checking to that. Carl Karma versus Zebra Kid. I don't know if that's going to be any good, but it'll be fun to see. In above at Subpar Wrestling and Little Heat, Kenny Omega defeated Jerry Lynn in 6:21 by pinfall. Jerry Lynn 62, Kenny Omega 31. No work improvements, but he didn't care about losing to Kenny Omega. So at Turning Point, I'm going to book that in again for 3 weeks' time, so that Jerry Lynn can get a few wins under his belt ahead of that, so that he can be back up in the decent thing, and hopefully we can start getting Kenny Omega up to where I want him to be. Bob. But Jerry Lynn didn't complain about losing to Kenny Omega, which was nice. So 59C to that, not bad at all. Not a bad opening contest tonight on TNA Impact, our first match of the evening. And it is championship evening tonight, by the way. And above had Subpar Wrestling a little heat. America's Most Wanted defeated the Modern Dragons at 7:28 when James Storm defeated Yoshi Tajiri by pinfall the 8-second ride. They make defense number 5 of their TNA Tag Team titles. Yoshi Tajiri 48, Super Crazy 53, Chris Harris 39, James Storm 41. No work improvements. But after the match, America's Most Wanted celebrating the ring when the badass is running and beat them down. 22E minus. I don't know why, because these are all good people. 60C. Holy shit, good X Division match. In above had decent wrestling but little heat. Christopher Daniels defeated Delirious in 8:25 by pinfall the last rights. Christopher Daniels makes defense number 6 of his TNA X Division Championship. So the X Division is one of our focal points on Impact, as you might know, the X Division and the Action Division. But the X Division is one of the things I want to make good. Delirious 47, Daniels 66, no work improvements, 60C. And then we see Bryan Danielson on the... Well, he didn't cheat. It must be a miracle. You see it? You see it? Championship night on here on Impact. You see, whatever Jeff's doing and whatever the other brand is, here, this is where TNA lives. And is live and awesome every week. You see, in 3 weeks, I'm going to ping you and take you down, and I'll walk away X Division champion. So Bryan Danielson taking the piss out of the other brand here tonight at 48D. Because remember, these two brands are at Raw, so someone's got to take some shots of him. It's only 5B minus from Paul White. Any improvements? Nope. Me and Kane are the biggest men on Impact, and every week we end up brawling because we don't like each other. I've never liked him, he's never liked me. You see, this dates back to the stupid WWF, and it's time to end it. End it. But it'll never end. You see, this is going to be awesome, and in 3 weeks, I'm going to kick ass at Turning Point. I'm going to kick Kane's ass at Turning Point. And that is already... Oh, God, that's worldwide. That's already booked in. I think we've got most of the matches booked in, which is nice. I think the only match we haven't booked in is the Crazy storyline, which is going to be our main event. Yeah. The Crazy main event, which will get booked in later. In above had terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, Nigel McGuinness defeated Drago by pinfall the Governor's Crumpet at 40D minus. The injury Drago worked through took a big toll. Drago 30, Nigel McGuinness 43. Nigel McGuinness improving and flying at 40D minus. I didn't want just the these mass wrestlers and all these skinny wrestlers to be a part of the X Division. I think moving them to this is a bit better. In above had decent wrestling but not much heat. Dudley Boys defeated the Briscoe Brothers in 7:46 when Ray defeated Mark Briscoe by pinfall the Powerbomb. Brother Ray 78, Brother Devon 77, Mark Briscoe 45, Jay Briscoe 42. No work improvements, but a good match nonetheless. The 67C plus. It's only 4B minus. I thought this might get better. Paul Bear helped the Undertaker. The Undertaker and Paul Bear have great chemistry. Impact, you can't kill the dead man, as always advanced to the segment. So we see a damp cave with a massive room. We see Druids around the wall and Triple H on the centre, on the cross, still held there by the barbed wire. We see the Undertaker in front of it. Welcome, Triple H. Sorry it took so long, but I had to wait for the command. It's now time for you to meet the devil in the dark side of the human race. At this, the Druids start chanting something you can't hear, but they go, "Hom na hi om Dear Master, please accept my humble offering this season. Please accept this mortal to the humble place and teach him the ways of a warrior." We see flames cover the cross, and when they die down, Triple H is gone. It is done. Let's leave. Then Mike Tenay's just... We cut back to the arena and they go, well, what the hell just happened in that cave? Well, that was last week. We know the Undertaker is in the building, but where is Triple H? Undertaker was bad in WWF, but this is worse. God help us. So that happened last week after the show, guys. So we know the Undertaker's in the building, but where the hell is Triple H tonight? 26E. Ooh. Hopefully it'll get better as time goes on. You see this? It's stupid. They're fighting for some stupid piece of plastic. You see, that's what non-wrestling fans say. It's a waste of time and means nothing. This means everything. You see, every week I'm proving why I should be challenging Randy for that Action Championship. And in 3 weeks I will, and I will become... Oh, be coming to Impact as champion. No work improvements, but a 26E, not bad at all, really. We've got some good stuff happening tonight, I think. Here in front of 3,000 people at the Royal Hall. We only need to get 2 more things and then we become a regional company, so we're so close to being regional, it's unbearable. Bob. In above that decent wrestling, but a little heat, the Badasses defeat the SATs in 8:21 when CM Punk defeated Josie and Maximo by pinfall. Josie Maximo 41, Julio Maximo 49, Samoa Joe 58, CM Punk 59. Punk in performance, Josie and Maximo in technical, and Julio Maximo in Rumble 54 C-. Of course the Badasses are going to be on telly and have a nice win. And above that, subpar wrestling, a little heat. Randy Orton defeated Roderick Strong in 7:38 by pinfall the Ozone. Randy Orton makes defense 2 of the TNA X Division Championship. Strong 40. Randy Orton 49. He's got a fractured jaw, which might not be very helpful. 48 D-. Yes, thank you, Ricky. I've just mentioned that he had a fractured jaw. You let that... So Stephanie and Roddy Piper in the locker room now. The 79B from this, not bad. You let that Undertaker into the building after what he did to my husband last week in the ring and in that cave. Look, I've been informed that Triple H is fine. He's got to learn the true power of the Undertaker. Look, I will not get involved with this. It's too dark and dangerous for me. And after what you've been through, just stay back and watch the chorus of what happens. So does Roddy Piper know something that Stephanie doesn't know about this? There's something going on. Believe me, there is something going on because I know because I've written it. Randy, you see here, Nigel? You see here, Nigel? You're right. You do deserve a shot and you'll get it at Turning Point. You see, tonight I showed you a true champion and I'll show you that again in 3 weeks. So he's still a bit of an arsehole. He's still a heel. But, he knows he's got to face Nigel Thingy. So he's going, yeah, you've proven you do deserve a championship. You are a good fighter. But you see this? I'm still the good best champion. And above that, great heat and decent wrestling. Paul White defeated Dustin Rhodes in 7:41 by pinfall the chokeslam at 65C. Paul White 63. Dustin 65. No work improvements. Bum. You wait until this week's edition of New Japan Pro Wrestling because there's some big names coming in now. Wrestle Kingdom is going to be fine ass. Believe you me. And above that, fantastic and great wrestling. The Undertaker, Kane, Chris Benoit defeated Mick Foley, Fit Finlay and Rhino in 6:48 when The Undertaker defeated Rhino by pinfall the Tombstone. The Undertaker and Paul Bearer have great chemistry. Kane and Paul Bearer have great good chemistry. Chris Benoit 91, Kane 73, The Undertaker 89, Rhino 65, Fit Finlay 57 and Mick Foley 80. Benoit in performance, Mick in technical and Fit Finlay in Rumble. The Undertaker didn't do that well in this match, but an 89 is better than a 73 or a 65. 71C plus. A 75B minus again after the match. The Undertaker asked for a mic, but before you can, we hear Triple H's music, but you don't come down the ramp. He comes out from under a ring and he lifts up the, the ring skirt. When he lifts the, he comes out and puts the ring skirt on the thing. Flames and smoke come out of him from under the ring. The Undertaker ain't noticed. He gets, so basically just grabs hold of the Undertaker and pedigrees him to the mat. And he goes, Triple H goes, you think that's going to work? Hell no. I'm not scared, and I'm just broken out of how. And in 3 weeks, it's called Turning Point, and that's when I turn this whole thing around. Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest storyline in TNA right now is The Undertaker versus Triple H. I think out of any roster, anybody had to pick on the internet or we had a vote, everyone would say that the biggest storyline right now is Triple H versus Rock. Triple H versus The Undertaker at the moment, because I think it's a brilliant storyline. I think it's got some great stuff happening into it, and it's going to happen. Triple H has good chemistry. Paul Bearer helped The Undertaker during the segment. The Undertaker and Paul Bearer have great chemistry. No work, but 75B minus. I know he does wrestle on the main card tonight as well, because I can't have him off every time we do an angle like that. In above that, decent wrestling, but little heat. Jimmy Jacobs and Al Ligero defeat Chris Hero and Paul London in 6:05 when Jimmy Jacobs defeated Chris Hero by pinfall. In terms of ring work, Paul London's head and shoulders above everyone else. Al Ligero 43, Jimmy Jacobs 37, Paul London 61, Chris Hero 48, Paul London proving Rumble, a 53C minus. In an exceptional match, Triple H defeated RVD in 7:47 by a pinfall and ace crosser. Triple H and Stephanie have pretty good chemistry. Rob Van Dam 64, Triple H 90. No working as a 72B minus. A video player is hyping up Sean Waltman versus The Rock in tonight's main event at 77B. I bet the match ain't going to get a 75B minus. Better than I thought it was going to do, actually. In an exceptional match, The Rock defeated Sean Waltman in 24:54 by pinfall. The Rock makes defense number 7 of his TNA Championship. Sean Waltman 73, Rock 100. Sean Waltman and The Rock have great chemistry, and it's showed in their performance. Work improvements? No work improvements. Next segment. Of course, Chris Benoit comes in and just beats the living shit out of me. Of course, that's going to happen because that's how I always close them shows, obviously. 75B minus. So at the moment, Impact is going to be back on Monday nights because the pay-per-view ratings do matter. So Explosion only got one more chance to beat Impact, and that is at the pay-per-view. If they don't get a higher than a 75B minus at the pay-per-view, which I don't think they will because we're in Britain, we're going to have some problems. So I'll see you with Global Impact this coming Sunday night, as we'll find out if it's going to be you'll find out if I've decided if it's going to be ECW or not. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I'll see you again real soon. Hey guys, welcome back to the final part of this episode as TNA goes worldwide, as we are live tonight in front of a sold-out crowd at the Pavilion Theatre in Britain in front of 850 people. I know that you're going to think, well, you could have done that in Tri-State and got over 20,000 people, blah, blah, blah. But no, this is called TNA Worldwide 2001. But the reason is because we're going to take our company worldwide. And in our first pre-show match, in a pre-show above at Telbo Wrestling, a non-existent crowd heat, Nat Nadine Hart defeated Beth Phoenix in 14:57 by pinfall. Nat Nadine Hart 30, Beth Phoenix 27. No worker is a 30E+. There's a way of building our company and getting more people to watch our shows. If we're in a different place, then they can't get to it. In a pre-show above at Telbo Wrestling, non-existent crowd heat, Danny Havoc defeated Nick Mondo in Sick Nick Mondo 15:05 by pinfall. Danny Havoc 35, Nick Mondo 35. The battle drive in the middle, 29E. They're probably quite long matches, which probably doesn't help. Hopefully the next one doesn't do too bad. Two Tough Tony and Blue Mini have zero chemistry, and Two Tough Tony is a weak link. In a pre-show battle at Telbo Wrestling, non-existent crowd heat, Two Tough Tony and the Blue Mini defeat Devon Storm and Kevin Steen in 15:15 when the Blue Mini defeat Devon Storm by pinfall. The Meanie Salt. Two Tough Tony was a weak link. Kevin Steen 40, Devon Storm 47, Blue Meanie 31, Two Tough Tony 20, no working prison 39D minus. And we don't have an open package tonight because we don't know what the company's called at the moment. So Kevin goes, welcome to the UK and this awesome venue here tonight. Will we be ECW or will we be Explosion? Loads of great matches, the championships, the logo and the ring are all ECW, but we are Explosion at heart. And Noah goes, I spoke with Paul Heyman and he's going to join us for the main event, which I've got to do. Tonight, Jeff can't fire him or Paul Heyman gets TNA Wrestling after he put that in the small print of his contract for buying ECW. So in the contract of ECW, if Jeff Jarrett fires him, Paul Heyman owns TNA. Ooh, there's some interesting developments in the story. And we'll find out later on tonight in the main event if this is Explosion and we get the hardcore division back, or if this is not Explosion and we don't get the hardcore division back. You'll find out. In a battle at Subpar Wrestling, a little heat, Satman defeated Abyss in a Fans Bring the Weapons match. In 10:26 by pinfall, the flying leg drop. Sandman wins the ECW World Television Championship. Sandman 40, Abyss 42. No work improvements, but yep, Abyss has finally lost the championship he's been keeping close, as Sandman is now your champion. And he'll be heading back to America with that belt. We've got some great matches planned for tonight's show card. I'm really happy with tonight's card. In about that Subpar Wrestling, a little heat, Too Cool defeat Da Hit Squad in 9:13 when Dan Maff by pinfall. When Scotty Tuhati defeated Dan Maff by pinfall, they aided Powerbomb. Scotty Tuhati 49, Grandmaster Sexy 60, Monster Mac 31, Dan Maff 39. No working rules. A 50D plus. Not bad, 50D plus in England for those guys. Especially with the fact that we've never been to UK with Dan Maff and that before, which is the first time we've come here. In about that Subpar Wrestling, a little heat. The UK Pitbulls defeat Gado and Jado in 14:35 when Bulk defeat Gado by pinfall the Bulkish driver. The UK Pitbulls make defense number 12 of their ECW World Tag Team titles, or TNA World Team Tag Team titles, depending on what mood you're in. Jado 48, Gado 51, Big Dave 44, Bulk 39. Gado improving performance, Bulk was visibly behind towards the end, that's fine. But all I'm going to say about this is I'm not having them two lose in their own country. Not with how much I'm pushing these guys. In about that decent wrestling below heat, AJ Styles defeated Monty Brown in 14:31 by pinfall. Stars Clash, Monty Brown 34. AJ 59, no work improvements, but of course AJ's going to get the win, a 50D plus. Kind of obvious with how much AJ's been winning lately. I'm pushing him to the moon. In above at Table Wrestling, a non-existent crowd heat, Drew Galloway defeated John Cena in 8:07 by pinfall the pile driver. John Cena 41, Drew Galloway 26. No worker improvements, a 36D minus. Before we have Drew Galloway in action, as we are in England on the main card. In above good wrestling and D-Smash crowd, the Hardy Boys defeat the APA in 15:29, when Matt Hardy defeated Ron Simmons by pinfall the Omega Effect. Jeff and Matt Hardy showed extra chemistry and teaming together. Ron Simmons 55, John Bradshaw Layfield 61, Matt Hardy 66, Jeff Hardy 86, John Bradshaw Layfield improving in performance, a 67C plus. In above a decent reaction of the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Lita defeat Jacqueline Moore, Trish Stratus and Tori Wilson in 1955 when Trish Stratus defeated Jacqueline Moore by pinfall. Lita makes defense number 2 of the TNA Women's Championship. Tori Wilson was the weak link strong to keep out his performance. Tori Wilson 31, Jacqueline Moore 51, Trish Stratus 48, Lita 52. Trish Stratus in technical and performance. Good old Trish Stratus. The Stratus faction. But not a bad match. A 73B minus in an exceptional match. Booker T defeated Kurt Angle by pinfall the missile drop kick. Booker T 73, Kurt Angle 100. No work improvements. TNA Explosion or ECW will be coming to you live from England this week. In above at subpar wrestling, a little heat. Steve Corino defeated Dean Thomas in 8:12 by pinfall the old school Explosion. Dean Thomas 27, Steve Corino 51, a 43D plus 43D. Calm down match. In above ad, great wrestling and good heat. Raven defeated Kurt Hennig in 15:10 by pinfall the pile driver. Raven 85, Hennig 64. Kurt Hennig in performance, it deserved better announcing, but Kurt Hennig improved performance of 71C plus. In above ad, subpar wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. Kid Cash defeated Bobby Roode in 8:23 by pinfall the dead level. Bobby Roode 34, Kid Cash 45. Kid Cash improving in technical of 41D. If you're wondering what I'm bombing for, is sorry I've got no head and I don't know why it's in my head. In above ad, table wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. Katrina Walters, Mickey James, ODB and Daphne defeated Mischief, Toyota, Gail Kim and Angel Williams when Gail Kim was eliminated first, then ODB, then Katrina Walters, then Daphne, then Toyota. Mischief's already gone. And finally, Angel Williams. In terms of Mia Toyota was head and shoulders above everyone else, so Mickey James is the one who wins this. I think Gelcom was eliminated, Dunno DB and Mischief, and then Katrina, and finally Angel Williams. In terms of yep. So definitely Mickey James, because Mickey James is not eliminated. Angel Williams 27, Gail Kim 30, Mia Toyota 58, Mischief 40, Daphne 30, ODB 39, Mickey James 35, Katrina Walters 24, Mischief in performance of 43D. Daphne debuted a new power bot that showcased the ability to sell well. His psychology being able to use this as a go-to spot in the future. Good old Daphne. So well done Mischief, well done Daphne, the two creeps. In a superb match, Eddie Guerrero defeated Scott Hall in 15:05 by pinfall the Frog Splash. 75 for Eddie, Scott Hall 73. Eddie Guerrero improving performance because Scott Hall was moaning about that match. Oh, I don't want to lose to Eddie Guerrero. Blah, blah, blah. So I had to give him some bonuses. In above ad, decent wrestling with Elmer Cheat, Juice and Liger when Tommy Dreamer defeated Vampiro and Ron Killings in 14:46 when Tommy Dreamer defeated Vampiro by pinfall the Pile Driver. Tommy Dreamer 59, Juice and Liger 78, Ron Killings 51. Vampiro 48, and Juice and Liger and Tommy Dreamer have extra chemistry team together. Liger in performance a 66C plus. This show is really good for an English show. In above had fantastic heat and great good wrestling. BG James defeated Jeff Jarrett in 1952 by a pile driver. BG James 63, Jeff Jarrett 71. No worker improvements, a 68C plus. And then of course Jeff Jarrett is pissed off about it. He looks angry and he just jumps in from behind, beating down BG James to the mat. A 57C minus as we hype page Edge versus Christian Cage for the semi-main of the night in the steel cage match. And above our decent, great wrestling and a decent match of the crowd, Christian Cage defeated Edge in a 1v1 cage modern match in 25-10 by pinfall with the Cage 69, Edge 74, no worker is a 69C+, and a 76B minus as we have the main event ready as hyping the main event as William Regal versus Steve Austin. But a 79B in an exceptional match, Steve Austin defeated William Regal in 29 minutes and 40 by pinfall with a stunner. Steve Austin makes defense number 2 of the ECW World Heavyweight title, which is now the TNA World title, ladies and gentlemen. William Regal 88, Steve Austin 99. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back to Explosion. I didn't enjoy booking it as ECW. I thought I'd give it a go as a one-off and main storyline to make Jeff Jarrett seem like a cunt a bit more, which is what we're trying to do. So we are back as Explosion because I enjoy it better to have it as Explosion. But ECW pay-per-views will be staying around as the agreement was. I'm going to turn all this off and get this sorted. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this episode. I want to thank you all for enjoying it. We're going to have a look now and see what rating we got for the UK show. It's got to be a 77B. Ooh. Do you know something? Explosion. Even though we're in England, I thought they weren't going to pull it back because of some of the matches. But they've pulled it back with that 77B, my friends. That means that we're going to get Explosion on Monday nights again. Impact have lost the Monday night switch. There we go. We're going to save that so I remember. But ladies and gentlemen, that means Impact have won the Monday night battle. Steve Austin. I'm going to go to Steve Austin and William Regal because they did the best match of the night. I'm also going to go to Eddie Guerrero. Praise for great performance. Praise for great performance. So next episode, you get an Impact and Explosion. And then the episode after, you get Turning Point. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this show. And I'll see you again tomorrow with New Japan Wednesdays. But if you want to see this, it's every Tuesdays. It's TNA Tuesday. Thank you for watching.